to ask you about another, changing to another place, which is team coaching, that you were here in Instituto Hune teaching to many people that are surrounding us, beautiful people, splendid people, which have worked very well, performed very well. And there is a question that is always on the air, which is how can a coach help a leader? Or leadership needs coaching, or if there is a good leadership, you don't need coaching. What is the relationship between leadership and coaching?
That's a very big question. I think and there's a huge literature on leadership anyway. It probably has the greatest literature of any management topic. So if a leader is someone who goes first, and a leader is someone who has a vision, and a leader is someone who inspires people to move with them, and a leader is someone who can talk to people where they are and has good communication skills. And good leaders generally are good coaches, because a lot of these skills overlap with coaching. Coaching needs to appreciate other people's worldviews, meet other people where they are, communicate well with them, find out what their values are instead of imposing different values. So there's a lot of coaching skills in leadership, and leaders, coaching skills can help leaders a lot. And at the same time, I think there's some leadership skills in coaching, because again, they overlap. And one of the leadership skills, I think, in coaching is a modelling skill. In other words, an example skill. So if I'm going to, as a coach, ask you to do or think or change in some certain way, and it's clear that to you that I'm not willing to do that, or I can't do that, then that is very much going to affect the coaching and what you do and your ability to do it. So I need to model and be an example of the sorts of changes that I'm asking a client to make. So in that way, I think a coach is very much a leader. And sometimes a coach will need to lead a client into an area which they may be a little bit afraid of. So the coach goes first, and if the client has trust in the coach, then they'll move with them. So trust is another thing about leadership, of course, that very much needs to be present in coaching. So there's a lot of overlap.
And is maybe coaching something that is going into the leadership in order to change the model of leadership that we have had until now?
Probably, yeah, I think so. I mean, models of leadership are a fascinating topic. Certainly, some of the old models of leadership are very much command and control. It's like, I'm in charge, you do this, I'm the leader. Don't argue or I'll cut your head off. So now leadership is of course, moved away from that. Much more about persuading, much more about relationship, much more about dealing with emotions and people, and dealing with how people feel.
And empowering people.
And empowering people, absolutely. A good leader is someone who makes other people leaders, just like a good teacher is someone who makes themselves redundant. A good coach is someone who makes the client self-reliant, that the client takes on, as it were, the coach inside them and take on that role. So, yes, in that sense, there's a lot of overlap.